Hi guys, Dorota Palicka International Nail Artist and Educator here, and I have prepared another beautiful design for you. Have a preview of it in here. I hope you will really enjoy watching it. If you do, let me know in the comments below as I'm looking forward to reading them all. Let's start. I've got those flowers for you today. They're quite nice and summery, really beautiful. Also, excuse my fam, this is so bad. This how looks the nail technician fam, which have been really busy. It is so overfilled. That was a coffin shape of a scene. Now it's almost almond shape, really bad. But I need to hold on into my nails for some time. Anyway, we're going to start with the background. And for a summertime, my favorite technique is just like sponges, because it always looks awesome. So I'm going to put a drop of the yellow, and the yellow I'm using is 198. I think that's also a must-have colors as well for those beautiful designs. 237, that's a new blue, really beautiful. And then I need to do some design with this blue on its own, because it's so pretty too. 202 after 8. I bet we will get some other collections as well of the beautiful colors for the summer, like maybe some nice neons. 200, that's a purpley one. And after those purple one, I'm actually going to do blue again. The sponge, you can cut a fresh pieces. I've got some used one, and I'm just going to play about it and try to use the color I've got. So I want to really just smudge it out a little bit, but not too strong, because the type of the flowers which we are going to paint, you want like as much color as possible left in there. Okay, so I'm just going to do it like this. Do not cure it. You don't want to cure it. And then we are going to use the white French gel. It's like a really highly pigmented, thick consistency gel. So I'm just taking a tiniest drop ever, and the brush I'm using is Demaster. That's a 1-stroke level 2 brush, but we can also paint a different type of the flowers with it. I suggest you also slap the drop of the color you've got on the background. So I'm going to use this purple, just a wee tiny drop, and the blue one, which is there. Actually, I could use turquoise. No, let's do blue. And then on the other side of the brush, you just dip in a small drop. You don't have to even blend those colors in. And we are going to start painting the flowers. So imagine this is a middle there. I'm starting with a kind of straight brush and then pressing it really hard. And once I press it hard, I'm kind of taking away some of the previous gel polish which we have applied in, and we are shaping a beautiful petals. Then I can dip into the blue. And as you could see it, I even didn't clean my brush, so I've got all those colors coming through it. Now I have cleaned it and going for those blues. So here I want a smaller petal, and I'm starting straight and then I'm pressing really hard. Okay, so start straight with the brush, straight, straight, and then press it hard. Okay, this way we're creating a really beautiful petals. I think those designs are really fun to do it. Let's grab more white. You can even just like give it a wee shake to the brush and just almost drag it straight, and that will give you some decent petals as well. So there isn't kind of like good or wrong, as long as the petals meet in one center. So this is your center, and you need to have them all and going into one center. So this way we have created an amazing background. And then using some old brush, I'm going to create a middle of the flower. And for that, I'm just take a drop of the black. And you can do it with any color, so I'm going to use this purple one. Okay, so purple one and a drop of the black. I actually like how much this brush is damaged, because it gives me a perfect texture for those middles of the flowers. And then I can give it a cure. So you can see it is super quick, like even just like this, if the middle wouldn't be as strong, it will look quite cool. Let's do another one. And I will use those orange 234. The yellow one, for this time slightly lighter one, that's edgy yellow, 233. And once we have done orange, I can do the tiniest drop ever of this one, then the blue again. Once we've got blue, I can go even turquoise on the top. Ooh, doesn't matter at all. Okay, so I'm going to take a fresh sponge for this part on the bottom. And I also got rid of the mistake I did. Then this sponge is so used, but I'm just going to use it anyway. Even I've got some different colors. That's actually cool. Let's add a drop more of the yellow. And then paint another flower. So again, dip in my brush into the white. And press it really hard. I want some blue and purple this time. White and blue. And I'm going to show you as well that even if I'm just dragging the product, the brush, so even if I don't shake it, let me clean it, you can get a quite decent shape of the petals as well. So I've got straight brush, starting straight, and then just press it hard and just go all the way down. And that gives you a petal as well. So there isn't wrong or right. You can play as much as you like with it. And one more. Then do the middle and give it a cure. This time I'm mixing those yellow and then couple of the black dots. This is actually a perfect middle flower. And give it a cure. And then we can have fun with the other part. We have to top coat this design. So I'm using a high shine no wipe top gel, just top coat it. And I think they are so super quick, like really quick to do it. And then give it a cure and do the same on this one. And I'm going to start by placing the dots on it to soften the middle, because I want to show you even without of the second part, you can get a really nice and decent design. So then this way they would be even quicker. So now I'm going to use the white gel, and I love it because it don't need the top coat necessary. So you don't need to have top coat in there. Now, when we painting the dots, guys, there was actually a question for me in the comments, like why you don't use it for the dots. If you use it for the dots and you press it too hard, you might bend your brush, and if you keep doing it kind of like really often, the brush might lose its shape. It isn't a matter like for the design like this one where there is not as much of the detail, but it is a really matter for the designs which are really precise, like, you know, painting eyelashes or something. The brush might bend at the end a little bit and you wouldn't be able to get it nice results. So you can see it by softening the middle. This looks already pretty, but we are going to make it even prettier. So let's do a couple dots in here. This one is actually stunning, and the middle blended by accident. We have made like an amazing, perfect middle of the flower. And that's what I love. Like, I think in general, painting flowers is my favorite thing to do. Like the tiniest dots ever. And also look at the angle of my brush, because I'm trying to don't damage the brush too much. I'm not placing it at the 90-degree angle. I'm trying to do it at a little bit at the side so I don't break those tips. Okay, this one is amazing, like just the way it is now. But let's do the part number 2. So we are going to outline it a little bit. And on my mixing plate, I'm shaping my brush so it can paint really thin lines. And you can see it, I don't have much of the product. And now I'm trying to find the best veins. Okay, so best veins and just outline them. Look how little product I've got. Here another vein. And a twist. Now here I want to show the petal which doesn't exist. So by adding this white, we are painting almost the fresh petals which wasn't there. Okay, here I've got quite interesting situation. I love this petal, so maybe let's do this one first so I don't lose it. It's a really amazing petal. Do not rush. So ideally I want to clean my brush each single time so I can paint a nice and thin lines. Don't want to rush it. So clean the brush. I have put a drop of the UV cleanser. Pick up the tiniest amount of the product ever. And now I can be more precise. When you see it, when I'm picking up the product, I'm dragging it. Here I've got another petal. And here I can create another one. Another one. And you're really just playing. And then once you're happy, you can give it, I'm not happy, one more place. Just a wee petal which might be underneath. There we are. And now I'm 100% happy with it, so give it a cure. And then outline this one. And this brush I'm using, that's a D-liner brush. We have created quite a lovely background in here, so I don't want to outline too much on those petals. You don't lose those colors. Here is a beautiful vein. And look at this petal, amazing. Don't break it. You have to try this technique, guys, it's amazing. what you can do it with it. Okay, that's me happy with this flower as well, so give it a cure to it. And then I can show you the final results of those super quick and easy but effective flowers, I would say. Like, they're really beautiful and they're not over the top. So I'm using a UV cleanser to remove the tiny bit of the inhibition layer what the white French gel has. And then that's this design ready to go into our collection. And then I can show you, zoom it in. I hope you have really enjoyed this tutorial. So that's the one which you have just painted. Then you've got other ideas. Actually, this one is so pretty. And the last one is, I think, my favorite one. No, the previous one is nice too. I don't know which one is favorite. I always got a dilemma with that because I enjoyed painting them all. If this is the first video you're watching, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any future tutorials coming up in there. And you can see it, what we have done today. Yeah, I love this one. I think that's my favorite one because of the middle. It was just so perfect smudge of the colors. So sometimes we create some nice things by almost accident. I'm sending you lots of glittery hugs and bye for now.